According to the NHTSA, the 2022 Kia Sportage has only received 7 complaints. That shouldn't come as a surprise since 2022 will be the final model year for the 4th generation Kia Sportage. With each passing year, the number of complaints for this small SUV has decreased from a peak of almost 311 in its first year in 2017. But even after all these years, powertrain problems still require proper resolution. Let's take a closer look at the most common problems of the 2022 Kia Sportage and their implications on the ownership experience. It's the Car Problems YouTube channel. Subscribe and let's get started. Engine problems. The NHTSA website has received over 106 complaints about engine issues involving the Kia Sportage from presumed owners since 2017. The Sportage has frequently experienced issues with engine failure, excessive oil consumption, and engine fires. According to owners, the aforementioned complaints are preceded by an engine overheating warning, a burning odor inside the cabin, thick smoke coming from the tailpipe, and stuck throttle and engine RPMs. Most of the reported cases required an engine replacement. This problem has been linked to numerous engine fires, thankfully with no serious injuries reported. According to reports, the first batch of SUVs had throttle mapping issues that caused unexpected acceleration and multiple crashes as a result. Back then, owners frequently encountered problems with errant stalls, check engine lights, misfires, and starting problems. Exterior lighting. The headlamp beam on the 4th generation Kia Sportage is too low out of the factory. It needs to be manually adjusted by the owner. Even then, the drivers are required to use the brightest setting because the dipper beam is too dim for nighttime use, increasing the possibility of blinding oncoming traffic. Faulty door locks. Many 4th generation Kia Sportage owners have been complaining about the premature failure of power door locks and stuck front doors. This issue has resulted in numerous reports of owners locking themselves out of their SUVs. This problem primarily affected SUV front doors made prior to 2019. Faulty airbags. Numerous owners have reported that their dash randomly flashes their airbag lights. The defective passenger side airbag module that required replacement was the source of the error code. In some instances, the warranty has been revoked and the owners have been required to pay the full cost of the repair. There have also been a number of reports of airbags failing to inflate after collisions. There have been numerous accidents involving injuries related to this problem. Low-mount rear blinkers. The Kia Sportage's low-mount rear blinkers have long caused owners to express concern, which could be categorized as a design failure. Because the blinkers are low on the rear bumper, approaching drivers can easily miss them, which can result in collisions. Since the vehicle's introduction, a number of owners have brought up this problem, but the automaker has made no attempts to change the location of the rear blinker lights. Shattered sunroof. The Kia Sportage has been associated with at least 3 incidents in which the sunroof has broken while the vehicle is in motion. Although not as prevalent as the other issues listed here, there has undoubtedly been a compromise in terms of safety and convenience. There have been 0 reported injuries related to this problem. Window regulators. The window regulators in the first batch of Kia Sportages were found to be defective and to have prematurely failed. The replacements were typically not covered by warranties. Transmission slip. A few owners, mostly of 2018 and earlier models, have voiced complaints about the Kia Sportage's transmission slipping. The engine briefly runs at high RPMs before jerkily returning to normal RPMs. The same problem has also been connected to a failure to accelerate after coming to a stop. The dealer was unable to reproduce the problem in some instances, and no failure codes were discovered. Despite how concerning it may sound, a few low-speed collisions have been reported in relation to this issue. Service brake. On 2019 and earlier Kia Sportage models, loss of assistance and complete loss of braking power have been reported. Without any prior warning, the brake pedal fully depresses when the brakes are applied, resulting in a total loss of braking force. All cases associated with this problem resulted in crashes, and some even involved reports of injuries. Infotainment system. Not a common problem, but a few owners have reported that when reverse gear is engaged, the infotainment screen goes blank and the backup camera does not appear on the screen. The latter issue only required a reset of the infotainment user interface, whereas the former sometimes required a complete unit replacement. Collision avoidance system. Owners of the Kia Sportage have expressed concern about faulty collision avoidance and the blind spot system. It is claimed that the blind spot detection system will activate randomly. Additionally, the forward collision avoidance system occasionally malfunctions, which according to the NHTSA has in one instance resulted in a head-on collision. Recalls. In terms of recalls this year, the 2022 Kia Sportage has a spotless record. Given that they both share the same under-the-hood hardware, it would not be surprising to see the automaker issue a recall for potential engine fires for the current model year similar to the one for the previous iteration. Despite having fewer recalls recently than many of its competitors, this small SUV's fire hazard remains a significant issue, and numerous reports of damage have been made in this regard. Should you buy? One problem with the Kia Sportage is that its engines are under recall until 2021 due to potential fire hazards. It is difficult for us to suggest one of these to potential buyers given the number of actual engine fires reported against this small SUV in the previous 5 years. In addition, owners have complained that the 10-year unlimited warranty that Kia offers on its vehicles isn't as hassle-free as the one offered by Hyundai, a sister company. For the same package, the Kia Sportage does end up being a good value in this case. But the ongoing mechanical issues, particularly with the powertrain, make it difficult to recommend.